All right. Well, it's been a while. I'm getting my bearings straight. Gonna see if I can get a little bit more work done on this Maxim-Engine. Just trying to figure out where I left off. I'm not sure where I want to go next either, although I suppose I could check the GitHub and see what I have marked in my to-do list. I did add something to my git ignore. I noticed that my coverage reports weren't being ignored by Git, so I took care of that before I jumped on. And let's see, I need to go to projects. I don't use this part of GitHub very much. Create a mechanism to catalog read properties for a rule. I think I'm doing pretty good on that. Let's see where we stand. You know, I had this thing that we were calling the read-only proxy builder that would check and make sure. Oh, last thing we did was paths to the properties, which looks pretty cool. Let me just do a quick double check here. I want to make sure that gotta remember to flip that screen. One day I'm gonna work through how I want to actually do that across these two machines. Today is not that day. Let's see. What do we have? We have horns honking outside. I have a pending spec. Let me jump back into this processing a simple rule. So where are we? Right here. I'm curious what was broken about that. Nothing. Why did I have that turned off? Interesting. Oh, the mysteries of several weeks ago. Okay. I'll enable that test and check why my phone is buzzing. Oh. Okay. So I think I'm done this one. I mean, I'm not strictly sure about the names of things. Read-only proxy builder isn't really all that right now. I mean, it's certainly performing that function, but I have a feeling when I start in on the other proxy, the proxy that I need to use on the consequences, I think that's going to be an opportunity to refactor some of this stuff out. All right. So what was my next on the board? Recursive read-write proxy handler for the working memory graph. Let's jump into that. See if we can spend a bit of time on that tonight and move that task forward. Let's see. So we have this read-only proxy builder. Called this a property listener, but over here I call it a property use analyzer. I don't know, I'm going to name it what it is. Just to keep from confusing myself here. And that's going to get your read-only proxy builder. Going to build out working memory before it hands it to the condition. All right. So I mean, now I want the read-write proxy builder, or a read-write proxy builder, whatever that is, to hand into the consequence. It's going to work a little bit like this. Let's start the spec. I'm going to call it a write through proxy builder. Sounds like a thing. Let's put these guys side by each. Actually, you probably want to focus in on the tests, yeah? It's going to do me better. And that spec is here. All right, let's get in what I can here. Let's pull in expect from chai. Don't have anything else really here yet. So right through proxy builder, that's what we are describing. And probably going to want a builder. It's too much code. It should exist. And we got a failing test for reasons. Unexpected token. Oh. There we go. Indeed, it does not exist. Let's create one. And I don't think I need to do much here other than bring it in. as a module. So what does the other thing do? It builds on an object. Well, we should build on an object. It should have a build method. Pull this out for now. Sounds like a plan. Probably need a listener on that. Some kind. I forget the listener pattern I was using there. So then we should expect builder's build method to exist. It does not. Isn't that interesting? I expect that to fail, and it does not fail. One of those moments when your mental model is proven inaccurate. Let's see here. I want this to fail. Probably just treating it as an object property. No, it's still. Something's up on my to exist. Going on here. Did not call my method. What is going on here? What am I missing? No. Yeah, no, that should trigger the method call. So should that. Yeah, let's import the correct thing, shall we? Oh boy. Yeah, and that's gonna be so much better now. Oh yeah, oh hi. Okay, maybe I should be coding tonight. Alright, so I need this thing to have more than a build method. the tests up here. We started with top level properties. This is all validating the behavior at the proxy level. I have a very thumpy neighbor upstairs. Not sure you can hear that on the mic. Yeah, let's check the referenced properties. Definitely needs to work with a property listener. It's going to look very much like the other class. Therefore, we would expect the listener I'm jumping way ahead on this one. That's the only thing I can do here to reference a listener. And what was that? Yeah. It's a property use analyzer. That's about what we do up here. And I add that here. And then expect that the listener catalogs message. All right, so I got some work to do. This is going to fail. And it's failing because this guy ain't doing all the things that this guy does. So let's start migrating some of this in and start looking for commonality. Holding that. This is setting up the proxy itself. You know, all this looks common between the two of them. Let's Let's try a base class. Oh, yeah, no, that's not my file name convention. There we go. Property builder. You know, it's going to do some stuff. It's going to export. These guys are going to consume it. Extend it. Thanks how I use JavaScript. Huh. I'm not sure. Let's figure that out. So we're going to move some of that functionality into the property builder, specifically this constructor. And we're going to need to extend it. I wonder how my tests are doing. Let's X out my test there and see where these stand. Now, oh, that's cool. I'll went to the baseline constructor. I don't need to build a constructor here. If that's all it does. Does all of the things. Now, obviously, I'm going to need to build proxy handlers. Take a parent path. So I'm going to use reflect, I think, to set in my other lambda. It's going to do something. Don't know what yet. And let's pass back our thing. So mutate lambda. That's going to use the mutate lambda. Well, maybe they're going to use different things. Yeah, you know what? I'm probably not going to be able to use the same lambda all over. I'm going to have to call, I think, different things on reflect. But that is fine. Let's finish you up. This get so this property is set up in the object by the constructor, so it will be available to us. Wonder how far we are with regards to this going. Builder.build is not a function. Indeed, it probably isn't yet. Now it is. Get property handler with path is not a function. Oh. Yeah, well, I should probably name it correctly. And we are doing the thing now. So it is able to recognize that I have accessed the message from the proxy, because that's the path that was referenced, which is good. Let's see. What would be the next thing? I suppose it should register single property right. Oh, I'm thinking of something actually. I don't care if I read things in the consequence, because I'm only looking for mutations. So referenced properties from this listener is different. I only want to pick it up on right. Does that mean now that this is really no longer correct? I actually only want to do this on the I only want to do this on the read-only one. The write-through, I only want to register property when I am being modified. So not forget. Well, isn't this interesting? So, I'm going to do a thing. I'm going to drag this part of the constructor out of here, put it back into a constructor here. Still takes a listener. but also must so that means my write through is going to do something different. I'm going to need a constructor. Takes the listener. Going to need to call the super with the listener. But now, set proxy handler with path. I mean, this is going to look at all this duplicate knowledge I'm building here. I'm exhausted. I don't want to do this. Let's see. I mean, that line is the same across the two of them. This line is the same across the two of them. This line need to set the value. This must take 3. I don't know if reflect set returns anything. No, it doesn't. Oh, it does. But it changed. I suppose I only want to reference it if it did change. And then that's it. I may as well return changed from me. Now, I no longer care I guess I do need a getter. Worthy of a local variable? I don't think so. I just want to get it there. set is going to use the set proxy handler with path, right? Oh my gosh, I am so off the rails. Set proxy handler with path is not defined. Oh, yeah. On my spec, we want nothing back from this. Should not register property reads. So let's try a write. It should register a single property write. And I should be able to say proxy.message goodbye. And I would expect that the listener at this point that message was called. So parent path concat is not a function. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't think I can do this way. Try to do this before. Huh. I got the method name wrong there. Oh, single array, is that right? Yeah, an array of one entry, and the one entry is a root path, which has one entry. Yeah, okay. That is about what I'm expecting. Now, this works out well. That means that I can sense when a property has been written to, and therefore trigger when I need to rerun the rules that read from that property. I'm on path. So obviously I got a few more proxies to build here. I've got define property and delete property, both of which need to register the mutation. And both of which are going to have some variant of this method. Now already, between this class and this class, I got a lot of duplication in here. Well, I say a lot, but it's not really a lot. It's just a guard. I don't know. The rest of the method is pretty darn different. Let's see what it looks like down here. So, define property. I'm just going to say define. Oh my gosh, emergency vehicles. Okay, this is on reflect. Define property takes oh, that's interesting. I ought to verify. Let me rip this out here for a second. I'm just realizing that on the spec, I want to verify that message was actually set. I would expect that proxy's message to equal goodbye. Okay, so we're verifying that we did set. Okay, happy about that. Now, define. Here. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ow. Copy and pasting should be illegal. Reflect, define property, and we want to send in a target, the property, and the attributes. I'm assuming I just use value here. If we changed, is that the way define property works? Return value boolean to indicate successful. Good. And if it's changed, then oh yeah. We will register the property path and return whether it was changed. I wrote all define out and I didn't finish the test for it. It should register single property create defined. So we're going to let our message be hello, build ourselves a proxy, Let's just put a key in it. And let's define the property. Like so. Now we would expect that the listener get referenced properties will contain message. And we would expect that message to equal our message. Oh, I misspelled it. Did I? What? Right there. Happy. Okay, so it should register single property deleted. And that, let's see, let's build ourselves a proxy. And delete the proxy message. And we will expect that the listener, and we will expect the type of proxy message to, well, actually, it's one way to do it, but I bet Chai has something nicer for me. That's what I'm expecting. I didn't build the proxy yet for it, so let's do that. So this is going to have to call through to reflect delete property. And it's going to do something very similar to this. Wow, these three are, how that hurt. Copy paste. We're going to call delete property, and we certainly don't need a value here. See, copy paste is terrible. And I'm assuming delete property returns whether or not it was successful. Yes. Okay. And let's broker that in. That into everybody. Definitely don't need value. All right, so wow, I certainly didn't need you, did I? I need to build. I need a get handler. But my get handler only needs to put proxies on everything. Let's write the test, please. All right. Okay, so what this means is it should register a single property changed in sub-object. I don't know, I can write a better description of this later. And it is going to let's see, p123 message. No, let's say some embedded object with a message. Like such. Now, when I say proxy objects message to be changed, then I would expect that a reference to properties to be object message, and I would expect that the proxy object message will equal changed. Let's extract that, shall we? Okay, this will fail, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Because it didn't get a proxied object. So I need to use get and build a proxy around the get. That. It's going to look very similar to the one above. You know, we're still going to pull the property path. We're not going to register the property, but we are going to use reflection and wrap the object we return. And that, ooh. Yeah, I need to install it. Shall we? All right. Thinking this is looking not too shabby. I have some refactoring I really want to do. This proxy handler, you know, I've got a lot of common stuff going on, you know, this little operation here. The get is identical. The only thing that's really shifting is register property. I think I'm going to save that refactor for another night. I'm going to call it a night on this. So let's say we've got a write through proxy. Implementation needs refactoring, more robust testing. Well, that sounds like a plan. Push that stuff up. And I'm good for the night. All right. So I'm getting along here. I want to do a bit more here before I'm going to call this in progress task finished. And then I can start working on that REIT-based algorithm, or REIT-like algorithm, to figure out when to refire the rule set. So this is coming together nicely. I'm kind of hoping in the next couple of weeks I'm actually going to be able to release this and go a little further with it. I actually want to start using it. Okay. Well, it's a plan. I will see folks next time. It was a couple of weeks break in building this video. Things got busy. I had visitors. Couldn't keep the green screen up and everything with all the visitors. So my schedule in the next couple of weeks is going to be a bit crazy, but I expect I'll be able to put a dent in this this week, probably on the weekend. The weekend will be good. Maybe I can even get this wrapped. This weekend would be perfect. I'm going to be actually heading home, yay, for a little bit after that, so I'm not sure how much recording I'll be able to do. If I do, there may be dogs, and there probably won't be as elaborate a setup, because I have to make space. I got to do a little cleaning and organizing at home. I'm kind of excited to migrate this kit there and be able to do a little bit more broadcasting from... Whoops. Oh, where's my house? Wrong background. I think I took the house off. From my cottage in the woods. So, on that note, I will catch folks later and keep coding. Have fun with it. And I will see you next time.